Even though I grew up in a Christian home, I did not choose to take the path of a Christian as a teenager and as a young adult. I turned my back on Christ when I was about a freshman in high school. From that time on, it seemed like nothing good came out of my life. There were tragedies all around me. I found myself getting into trouble and doing things that were harmful to others, including myself. I found my life very chaotic. No matter what I did to try to relieve the chaos, it was always still there. I always felt overwhelmed, angry, and depressed. I've always felt that something was missing in my life, but I was not sure what it was. I found myself divorced and with even more chaos as time went on. I knew that I needed change. I kept on changing different aspects of my life, but nothing seemed to make me feel better. Last summer, my new neighbors invited my daughter to the sports camp here at the church, and after listening to her excitement of learning about Jesus Christ, I decided that maybe this was what I was missing. We started coming to New Life Church, and things just started to become clear to me. Last fall, when I decided to accept Christ back into my heart, it really hit me like a ton of bricks. I knew that this was what I was missing from my life, and that if I put my trust in the Lord, things would get better for my children and myself. So I prayed for Christ to come into my life and to forgive me for all my sins. Since accepting Christ into my heart, I have felt better about myself and where my life is going. I still have a busy life with work, school, and the 2 kids, but it doesn't feel as chaotic and overwhelming. I'm not angry at the world anymore. I feel at peace with what happens in my life. I know that whatever happens, God is in complete control. I now have complete faith in the Lord and His plan for my life. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, "For it is by the grace you have been saved through faith, and is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." I thank God every day for placing me in a neighborhood where my neighbors are Christians and invited my daughter to sports camp. I think that if it had not been for me moving to that neighborhood, I may not be a Christian today. And I think that if it weren't for Marcia and Scott being part of my family's lives, I would not be where I am today.
Lord, my hearing your profession of faith in Jesus Christ, it is my privilege and pleasure